they're now little wee ones. It's time to go to sleep. Close your eyes, snuggle down, and listen to this St. Patrick's Day Moonlight Tale. Once upon a time, in the rolling hills of Ireland, there lived a beautiful female Irish setter named Saoirse. Saoirse had a thick coat of red fur, long legs, and bright, curious eyes. She lived in a cosy little cottage with her loving owner, a kind-hearted Irish farmer named Declan. Declan and Saoirse were the best of friends. They would spend their days exploring the lush green fields and playing fetch with a stick or a ball. Saoirse loved to run and play, but she also had a gentle spirit and a deep sense of loyalty to Declan. As St. Patrick's Day approached, Declan decided to take Saoirse on a special adventure. He knew that the local villagers were planning a big celebration, with music, dancing, and lots of delicious food. Declan and Saoirse set off on a long walk to the village, Saoirse's tail wagging excitedly the whole way. When they arrived, the village was bustling with activity. Saoirse's nose twitched with the scent of sizzling sausages and freshly baked bread. The sound of fiddles and pipes filled the air, and people in green hats and cloaks danced around the square. Declan and Saoirse joined in the fun, twirling around and barking happily. Saoirse even got to sample some of the delicious food, licking her chops and wagging her tail with delight. As the night wore on, Declan grew tired and decided it was time to head back to their cottage. Saoirse was a bit disappointed to leave the party, but she was happy to curl up beside Declan in their cozy bed, dreaming of the fun they had that St. Patrick's Day. From that day on, Saoirse and Declan made it a tradition to attend the St. Patrick's Day celebration every year. Saoirse would always look forward to it, her tail wagging happily as they made their way to the village, knowing that they would have a wonderful time together, just like always.
Are you ready for a St. Patrick's Day bedtime story? Then settle in and listen up. Once upon a time, in a far-off land, there lived a mischievous little leprechaun named Seamus. He lived in a cozy cottage at the edge of a lush green forest, surrounded by fields of clover and tall, swaying grass. Seamus was a bit of a troublemaker. He loved to play pranks on the other forest creatures, like painting their fur green or hiding their food. But he was never too mean-spirited, and everyone knew it was all in good fun. One evening, as the sun began to set, Seamus was feeling particularly mischievous. He decided to play a prank on his best friend, a little mouse named Molly, who lived in a nearby burrow. He crept up to Molly's burrow, careful not to make a sound. He peeked inside and saw Molly curled up in a little ball, fast asleep. Seamus grinned mischievously and tiptoed inside. He gently lifted Molly from her bed and placed her on a nearby leaf. He then wrapped her up in a blanket made of soft moss and whispered, "Sweet dreams, Molly." Seamus crept back to his cottage, feeling very pleased with himself. He climbed into his own cozy bed and drifted off to sleep, dreaming of all the pranks he would play the next day. The next morning, Seamus woke up to find a note pinned to his pillow. It read, "Dear Seamus, thank you for the lovely blanket you made for me last night. It was so cozy, I slept like a baby. Your friend, Molly." Seamus was surprised and a little confused. He had no memory of making a blanket for Molly. He scratched his head and thought for a moment before he realized what had happened. He laughed out loud, realizing that he must have sleepwalked to Molly's burrow and made her a cozy blanket without even realizing it. He smiled to himself, feeling happy that he had done something kind for his friend without even meaning to. From that day on, Seamus realized that even though playing pranks was fun, sometimes it was even better to do something nice for someone else. And he and Molly remained the best of friends, playing pranks and sharing cozy blankets for many years to come. And so, with that, Seamus closed his eyes and drifted off to sleep, dreaming of all the kind and mischievous things he would do in the days to come. As the day turns into night, keep your worries out of sight. Close your eyes and go to sleep, all the good times are yours to keep. Sleep soundly, wee ones,